Welcome to day 2 of the 21-day affirmation challenge. I'd like you to give yourself a round of applause or just a tap on your back, that's also good, for getting through day 1 and moving on to day 2 to start a new affirmation. Today is only day 2. And remember those small steps. They are so important. So, if you are struggling to keep up, you can turn around and say to yourself, only for today, I'm going to do this affirmation challenge. And then follow through. And then we go to tomorrow and we do the same thing. Just for today, I'm going to do it. And we follow through. By the end of 21 days, you'll think, wow, that went by fast. And you would have changed and realized so many things in your life that just feel so much more complete. So, let's start day 2 by really looking at yourself when you are saying your affirmation today. I'd like you to notice every little thing. Changes in your voice, changes in your emotions, in your face, your body language. Let's see how you are feeling. So, go to your bathroom mirror or take out your pocket mirror and look at yourself very carefully. Look deep into your eyes and take a good few deep breaths, just clearing out that stale air in your lungs. When you are ready, say to yourself, I love you. I really, really love you. Sometimes saying an affirmation 3 times helps affirm it to yourself. So possibly do it 3 times looking in the mirror and see how you feel afterwards. Remember that how you are feeling right now when you look in the mirror is absolutely okay. Each one of us have different experiences here, and so each one of us will be very different in how we approach mirror work. Some of us might be able to relate to each other too, and that is perfectly okay. What I really just want you to do is notice those feelings, because in noticing how you feel, you learn to care more deeply about yourself and how you are feeling, and you learn to realize how you can use that emotion that you are feeling when you look in the mirror to help yourself with your mental health during the day. When you look in the mirror and you look at yourself, I would like you to imagine yourself looking at you as if you were a little child in kindergarten. And say to yourself, I love you. I really, really love you. This is basically inner child work. And you are learning to change that negative inner dialogue by telling the child in you that it's okay to love yourself. Last tip before the exercise, remember the more frequently you do it. So, in other words, if you look in your car rearview mirror and you say, I love you, I really, really love you, and you carry on driving, or you do it when you look in a reflective surface, the more you say it, the more it actually helps you. So, yeah, keep on going and say it as much as possible. Your exercise for today. Stand in front of your bathroom mirror. Look into your eyes. Use your name and say, I love you. I really, really love you. Take a few moments and say it 3 times. Keep repeating your affirmation over and over. I want you to be able to say it at least 100 times a day. I know it seems like a lot, doesn't it? But honestly, 100 times a day is easy when you get into the swing of things. So yeah, every time you pass a reflective surface, say your affirmation, whether it's out loud or silently in your head, and just keep at it. When you find it difficult to tell yourself that you love yourself, it's most likely because you're judging yourself and repeating those negative messages that you have in your mind. So, don't add to your discomfort by judging yourself. Rather, look at that affirmation and remember that it's okay. And say to yourself, I am perfect, flaws and all. Every human being is flawed. Not one of us is perfect. And that is perfect. So try not to judge yourself. And you know what? When you judge yourself less, you love yourself more. So it's a good little tool to stalk yourself and stop those negative messages you're sending yourself. Doing mirror work can be quite emotional. So keep a tissue with yourself, because emotions might come up when you realize how badly you've actually been treating yourself. And give yourself the opportunity to release those emotions. It's okay to feel the way that you do. Your journal exercise for today. Today, I would like you to write about what you want that you are not getting. Now, remember, when we speak about what we want and need, the universe usually replies to us by leaving us wanting and needing. So, instead of saying what you want in this piece, write about your desires. This is a technique I learned from the corners of Hawaii. There are actually 2 techniques I know, but yeah, we won't get into that now. So yes, just remember, the universe will leave you wanting and needing if you ask for what you want and need. So instead of saying that, say, I desire. Then, when you were growing up, what were the rules about deserving things? Did you always have to earn something in order to deserve? Were things taken away from you when you did something wrong? How did you feel about that, and how does that make you feel now? Number 3, do you feel that you deserve to have love, to have joy? And if not, why not? As you answer these questions, try to notice the emotions you are feeling and write them down too in your journal. I suggest that when you do this, if you are going to see a counselor or going for therapy, that you mention this to your therapist. For me, I actually found out during my 21-day, or one of the multiple times that I did this challenge, that I needed to go to therapy. So always remember that what you're feeling is absolutely okay. And if you need to speak to a counselor, please do. I can always leave the SADAG helplines in the group that I'm in. the Pause for Self-Care group, and you can contact a counselor there to help you even further. Little thought for today's affirmation. Sometimes we actually refuse to put any effort into our lives. We put all the effort into everyone else because we like giving, because we like to see other people happy. We have to remember that we too deserve this. And that belief that we don't deserve the goodness in our lives may come from early childhood experiences. And that for me is very true with the way that I grew up. So this is actually us buying into somebody else's concept of how we should be living our lives and not how we actually should be living our lives. Because ultimately, your life is your life and you need to be the lead in your life. Deserving things, you don't have to be this perfect role model to deserve things. Every single person on this planet is flawed in some way. They might seem perfect on the outside, but they are not. Neither are you. They deserve what comes into their life, and you deserve what comes into your life. You deserve every little bit of good that comes to you. And this challenge, I hope, makes you realize how much you deserve. So allow yourself to accept the good things. When you get a compliment, say thank you. I know it's difficult. Believe me, I've been there. But accept it and think to yourself that you deserve. Thank you so much for joining me on day 2's affirmation. I do hope that you're enjoying it this far, and I look forward to you doing the meditation this evening. Till later.